Welcome back, Candle Boys. Today we're checking out the latest episode of Sanda. This one honestly had a lot of twists and turns, but let's start at the top, bro. Our boy, the pretty boy of the group, man. He decided rationally and honestly made a lot of sense. We can't hang out with you no more, bro. Because end of the day, this Santa thing isn't gonna work because the principal saw me, her, and Santa Claus. So if you're hanging out with us too much, he's gonna easily put it together that you have to be Santa or Santa. See, it already sounds wrong.
I mean, the name already should give it away personally.
See, but that's almost like racist in a sense.
I don't care. Sanda, Santa, come on, man.
It is a little too on the nose.
Mind you, every time he's shown up, Santa's never there. It's happened multiple times.
Nah, that's fair.
But I don't know.
Well, I'm saying, like, if he starts hanging out with them all the time and he just sees those three all the time and then those three and Santa Claus all the time.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He obviously gonna put it together one way or the other. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of like heartbroken over it, but he just really feels like that's just the best rational thing to do. But the way Santa works, at least Sanda works, is like whenever a kid feels down too, he always feels like he has to like make the impossible happen. And this ends up biting him in the butt later in the episode. But you know, it's still the homie. And he's like, nah, like we still gonna have to hang out. Like there's no way you're about to like break up our group essentially, right? So they had a little guy breakup, man.
Bro, that part threw me off so sick. He did the guy breakup, but then he kicked out every single roommate he had as well.
Yeah, they just got done dirty.
So
for no
everybody
reason.
got locked out, but at least everybody else has somewhere to stay. But
Bags.
Sanda wasn't gonna be like that. He's like, nah.
Yeah, I think that made a lot of sense too. You know what I mean? He was just like, look, end of the day, we're homies, so you're gonna have to live and die together, essentially. You feel me? He literally went outside, turned into his Santa form, and starts climbing it with his sled. I was like...
That also threw me off, though, because I thought as soon as he touches red, he transforms. But I guess he has to actually put on the jacket now. That is weird. That threw me off. I didn't know that.
It all depends on his mental state.
I guess.
Is what I've realized.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not like a guaranteed if he touches red, he just immediately transforms. Because otherwise, he'd be the easiest person to catch. All the principal would have to do is just be like, everybody... come to the foyer with your uniform on.
He did do that.
It didn't work though.
It should have.
And mind you, remember he lost his Santa powers last episode. So they put on red, whatever, and it didn't work. So maybe there's like a side effect of him completely losing it. Now he doesn't need red to like activate it. That's my headcanon for it.
Okay, I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But either way, man, he ends up finally like rekindling it with this homie, man. He almost falls out the window. And mind you, homegirl, like, she wasn't even stressed about it because she was like, y'all being stupid. We have plans. I have schools to bomb. And so...
Still crazy how she was just having bombs on the fly like that, but it's whatever.
Bro, she's an artist. She be making them from scratch because I know you can't buy it nowhere.
Yeah, ain't no way, bro.
She like that. Anyway, man. This man's falling out the window. Homie's trying to hold on to him, man. And she's just standing there yapping. And he's like, help me. He don't help him. Homie really fell out the window for real. It was hilarious. But after that...
I mean, what would you supposed to do in that situation?
Nah, there was nothing.
He is holding...
a 400-pound man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing he can do for real.
It was good from the start, man. But then after that, he ends up spending a little bit of time with his little fiance. Now that they kind of close... have this little relationship going, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's being her usual annoying self. He's trying to like clear up like some leaves after the storm, and she just throwing the leaves everywhere. He just sitting.
All the ones that he swept together too.
Bro, yeah,
I'd be hot.
She's so chaotic, man. But like, I feel like she has really good intuition. That's what I do like about her character. Is like she reads people like really well, like to a scary extent for a kid. You know what I mean? And so while they're doing this, she ends up bumping into this girl, right? And that girl has like a bunch of like
plants.
One
was
like
cracked though,
yeah.
and one wasn't. That's
exactly
what threw me off for a second. I was like, huh.
Exactly.
Actually, we gotta go back.
What's that?
We skipped the principal and the other guy. That
Honestly,
leads to that
I
part.
forgot about that. That was
Yeah.
traumatizing.
Yeah, so yeah, the principal, he links up with the guy that he told her
The
to
PE
kill.
teacher
Yeah,
now.
the PE teacher's supposed to kill Sanda or whatever.
Yo,
He's like, you realize that you didn't finish your job. I'm gonna have to put this heart inside you or whatever.
mind
Then
you,
you gonna
the
die.
heart is 90 years old.
Yeah, so I was like, oh no, he's cooked now. But you had that same idea. He's like, he's gonna probably just
Bro,
make him feel really good about himself.
I knew it because he was like, "How am I gonna get out the situation?" Because the principal wasn't playing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Principal had him like straight up on the ground, was ready to rip his heart out, and he was just like, "Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to do it, but I hate you." And I was like, "Oh, hold up, he's cooking." He's like, "I just hate how sexy you are."
He said,
"How
"I'm just
beautiful
so
your skin is."
so jealous of your skin. Like,
Damn.
I could lick it."
Duh.
He was going so hard.
He gave him like a 20-minute poem on how good this man looked.
That principal was eating that up. He said, "More." And eventually he did to a point where his stitches went away.
Yo.
And then he realizes you're already telling me things that I already know. It's like, you waited for all that after you healed.
Nah, he had post-nut clarity. But yeah, after that, man, he was like, "You know what? I don't even need you. You're kind of useless. You can just keep doing your regular job as a PE teacher. I know exactly the assassins to send." And this is where it gets crazy, right? So they meet this girl. Mind you, they all go to the same school. So I'm sitting here like, y'all been there for a few years now. Like, how are you meeting somebody for the first time?
Facts.
It's a little crazy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not even like she's a new student, like new year. Like, nah, she been here. But either way, they introduce themselves, and Sanda's low-key just like, oh, like, I don't know what it is about her. She's so sweet, so nice. Like, she's nothing like my girl.
You're talking about after she bumped into the girl, right,
like
the
he's
plant?
Loki starts crushing on her a little bit because he's like, she just looks just like she's just as serene as he would expect like a girl to be, if that makes sense.
It's because she took full accountability for something she didn't even do for real.
Hey, man.
But hey,
That's how it takes sometimes. And so he's over here low-key a little smitten by her, and he starts offering to like help her out. And his girl's like, "Hey, nah. Look, you falling for some bullshit. I don't know what it is. I don't have the proof." But that's some bullshit going on here. And Sanda's like, nah, we'll be fine. Hey, you come with us. And so he volunteered her. And she was like, "You know what? Yeah, y'all can come with me. Here, help me out." They get to this classroom, bruh. Mind you, they was walking down a few stairs, and I was like, I don't know how many stairs there's been, but I know there's a basement in this school. Apparently, this is not the basement, though. This is
might as well have been
right above it.
Man.
And they opened the door for this class, bro, and all the desks are messed up. Like, there's chalk drawings everywhere.
I think what threw me off is that the desks were actually faced the opposite way of where the teacher was.
Yeah, because teachers don't go in there.
That's why I was sitting there like, why is it faced the opposite way? Something ain't right.
Nah, man. We end up finding out that this is the class for troubled kids, man.
The assassans.
And mind you,
Troubled kid assassins.
assassination classroom.
Literally.
They legit rebooted it in the Sanda universe. Because every single kid in here,
Has killed at least one person.
bro, has killed an adult.
Yeah.
That makes it a little
And I
crazy.
think it was more wild as like they like were so shocked when she was explaining it to them. But I think she was more like freaked out that they were like weirded out by
she was
it.
like, it's okay. It's just fine.
Yeah, she was like, oh, it's nothing. Like, when you think about it that way, it's weird, but it's not real. I was like, nah, this is definitely weird. Y'all
I don't know if
tripping.
that's a real law that's in Japan where like if you're like under the age of 16 or whatever, you could just get away with murder.
No, that's not how that works.
Because
It's not how that works.
that's nuts.
Just a joke.
Yeah,
Just a joke.
it's nuts, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And so yeah, apparently their class is all messed up because no adults go anywhere near these dudes. They the assassin squad, man. And so right before they're about to leave, some people walk into from the end of class, they close the door and like lock it. I was like, oh.
I was like, so they going to
Y'all kill kids too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was already getting to that point, huh?
Like,
Something not right.
Facts, a little crazy. Ends up being they needed to ask him some questions, man. They were like, hey, y'all's class has seen Santa a lot. You know what I mean? And he's been interacting with you guys. You guys have all this firsthand accounts. He ain't ever come see us. Why is that?
And there's a good reason why.
Oh God.
There's a good reason why he ain't never been down there.
Yeah.
And in his mind though, Santa don't go after bad kids. So why would he go down
y'all
there
all
anyway?
coal getters.
That's what I'm saying.
For
Like,
life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You killed somebody?
Yeah, can't be for me.
You a coal getter for no matter how good you are for the rest of your days. You getting coal. But hey, man. Santa's sitting there like, and he's hearing the wants of the kids, because they really do like want to see him, which is like triggering his like Santa senses, but at the same time he knows something wrong with these kids, man. And so they finally let them out of there, right?
Well, actually, they didn't even let them out originally. They like had to beg to like open the door.
Yeah,
it was locked.
But you know, his fiance, she good with her. She good with her. How do I put it? She's quick with it. You know what I'm saying? She's very quick with it. So she got them out of there, talked their way through it, and they finally got out the situation. And Santa's sitting there like, dang, that looked a little crazy. But then he remembers the old lady that's like the vice principal, right? She told him, I'll train you, but you have to like actually face the dark side of this school first by yourself, right? And if you can face it and come out on top, then I'll train you. So he knows low-key he kind of does have to deal with this situation, but everything in his body's telling him, hell no.
Personally, I'm not dealing with it.
You know?
He different.
And so afterwards, they finally leave, and homegirl's like, yeah, we ain't never going back there again. He was like, actually, I forgot something down there. I'll be right back. And he went by himself, bro. This is when I knew something was wrong. But he gets all the way over there, already transformed, and he's still rethinking it. He's like, technically, can't I just tell her I faced it? Because I'm right here. And I can go back. But before he could even turn around, the door open. She like, Santa. I was like, oh, he's done.
And we've been waiting for you.
Yo.
All of our wishes have came true. We've been asking for you for months.
Oh.
I said, nah.
So she invites him in. He goes to take a seat. They take a seat together at the table. And as soon as the door closed, they lock it. Sign number 1. 2, everybody start like surrounding them. Sign number 2. 3, they all had their hand behind their back. That's what I knew. Oh, you're done for in here.
So what was she trying to get him to drink that thing though?
She poured it on the ground, bro.
Well, before she poured it on the ground.
Disrespect them, bro. It was just apple juice or whatever. I don't know. Tea, rather.
Okay. Yeah.
But I thought she was pouring him a cup. Nah, she said drink. I was like, oh. And mind you, the whole time, like, her actions versus what she's saying is like the exact opposite, right? Because the whole time she's talking to him, she's like, yeah, like, you know, like Santa Claus is supposed to like help all kids out and help us out with what we want. And what we want is one of your fingers.
No, both of his thumbs. Both of his thumbs.
That's such a diabolical request.
And think about it this way though. It's because like, you know what, they like Santa has to like obey their requests, right?
Yeah.
So that's like his only downfall is what you were saying earlier, is the fact that like he really can't say no to these kids.
Can't do nothing.
So they could just request anything they want unless they're in complete danger. Then that's the only way he'd be able to get out of that situation. Otherwise he's gonna have to do it.
Yeah. But I think it's because it's not even just requesting whatever they want, it's the sincerity of it. And like homegirl's actually like a psychopath, so she was being extremely sincere about it. And that's what was like really messing up his senses, because he only started holding his thumbs all over like he was about to cut him off himself.
Well, she handed the knife, like, hey, do it yourself,
bro.
But then it got to that point where he was resisting a little bit. Then she picked it up. She's like, I could do it if you want. And I was like, he's cooked.
Yeah.
It's over now.
Oh, me. And the episode kind of ends kind of on that note where they're really surrounding him.
You know what happened.
Refresh me.
Homegirl did not let that slide. You know she had them bombs on her, man. What's going on? I was
alluding to it earlier in the episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
It was just so traumatic.
Well, listen, man. The real friend group, they already noticed that something was suspicious because his girlfriend told them that where he was at today.
That actually brings up a whole nother part that I forgot about before we even get in there.
All right, go for it.
Now that you jogged my memory, man. So right before they found out that he went down there, right? Actually, no, right when they found out, homegirl takes off her boots, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And jumps all the way to the bottom, low-key, on some Spider-Man shit.
Yeah.
Right?
And then they brought it back with the kids saying how the boots like make them like slow and move different.
It's like slave shackles, what they said.
Why did they keep them on then?
Surprising.
That's crazy. I forgot about that.
There's a lot going on in this school, man. Like the psychology of like how they're being brought up is just nuts.
Well, obviously she knows something about it because she took them off and immediately jumped to the bottom. So, or maybe she just
doesn't care. Remember,
Yeah, because it's illegal to take them off too.
No one's even supposed to sleep. She sleeps every day. Like everything about her character is like anti-establishment, but she's still technically actually a kid. Like she hasn't gone through puberty, so she doesn't really get in trouble for it. You know what I mean? Like the day she goes through puberty, she gonna turn into one of them like super swole muscle mommies at the gym.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's over with.
You're not wrong.
But hey, man, she got all the way in there as usual. She's like Deadpool, bro. She just pulled out a freaking grenade.
Blew up the door, man.
Bro, blew the door down talking about, hey, man, we don't let that slide around here.
But that made him save the girl that asked for the thumbs, though.
Yeah.
The bomb literally came right at them.
The thing is, though, is I don't know, is she reformable? Can you change her? I don't think you can save that one.
Once they've killed the adults already, I think they could, brother.
Yeah, because like...
They're wired different now. It's like...
Yeah. Because she be looking like, she looks so sweet, but like there's nothing behind those eyes.
Cooked.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. Cooked. We gonna see how they resolve this situation, but it was honestly a pretty tough episode. What would you rate it?
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it a 9. It was solid. Okay. It was actually a pretty good episode. I feel like we got a lot of like closure from the last scene, because we needed to know what happened to the gym teacher too, man. Because I know he was either about to leave the country, but he's still gonna keep his job. So it's gonna be interesting to see like what he does from now on, considering he full on knows his identity. Like it's not even a question to him anymore. But at the same time, like whose side is he gonna end up picking? I'm really like excited to see that, because I feel like he gonna die at some point, bro. That's the vibe I'm getting.
The PE teacher guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think he actually likes the kids. Like he genuinely likes them as people. It's just his job at the time was to like mess him up. You know what I'm saying? But now that he's actually gotten to know them, he's like, man, they remind me of me back when I was a kid. That's the vibe he gives.
I mean, he gave that vibe off when he saw them the first time.
True, but he still shot him.
He did still shoot him.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough initially. But I think now that he's seen them go through a few things, he's like, all right. I fuck with y'all, man, but I just don't know. I feel like his character's gonna end up tragic. That's the vibe I'm getting so far. No spoilers, but aside from that, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch y'all. Peace.